Hello, Simmers. We're here with the year one playoffs in the SSHL. That's right. We're finally here, and it is time to go through round number one. So let's get right to it. Of course, as we saw earlier, the only human control team in the playoffs this year are the Utah Mammoth, controlled by Drew, who are 43, 26, and 13. Overall, a pretty good season during the regular season. Clayton Keller led their team in scoring with 93 points, 48 goals for him. They have some solid goaltending with Vejmelka and Ingram, both having a .907 save percentage in 48 and 39 games played respectively. So we're going to start out these playoffs by viewing game number one of the series between the Winnipeg Jets and the Utah Mammoth. So here we go. I have all the settings set, so let's view this game number one between Utah and Winnipeg. Now underway. Halfway through the first, still no scoring for either team, and that will be a scoreless first period for both Utah and Winnipeg. Oh, do we have a goal here? Dursey gets the goal for Utah, and that will be a 1-0 lead with the assist from Schmaltz and Sergachev. And we are heading into the third period with a 1-0 lead for Utah. Halfway through the third now, and it appears we have a goal. And yes, we do. That is a goal for Winnipeg, as Brendan Tanev with the goal from Pionk, and Nemesnikov makes it 1-1 with 7:11 remaining in the third period. And it seems we have another one here, as the goal by Barrett Hayton from Carconi and Mata makes it a 2-1 game in favor of Utah. And it seems we have another goal here. And yes, indeed, that is a goal for Winnipeg, as Kyle Connor, I believe, gets the goal, yes, indeed, from Neil Pionk. And we have a 2-2 tie, just like that, with 4:03 remaining. And that is a tripping penalty for Kesselring. So it seems Winnipeg is going to be on the power play. And we have overtime. Who's it going to be? Oh, interference penalty for Luke Shen. That's Winnipeg. So Utah on the power play. We'll see if they can convert here in overtime. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, we have a goal. We have a goal. Who's it going to be? It will be the Utah Mammoth. And Nick Schmaltz with the goal from Stenlund and Carconi to make it a 3-2 Utah victory and a 1-0 lead in the series. Shots are 34-32 in favor of Winnipeg. 3 stars of the game are Schmaltz, Pionk, and Carconi. And here we are ready for game number 2 between Utah and Winnipeg. Let's get right to it. First period underway. And it seems we have a goal here. Who's it going to be? We have Winnipeg with the goal early in the first period from Mark Scheifele, with the assist for Connor and Ehlers to put them up 1-0. And that'll do it for one. Winnipeg is up 1-0. Can Utah tie it up? And it seems we do have a goal here. Stenlund to Schmaltz to Keller with the goal, and that is Utah with their first on the board. And actually it was Schmaltz with the goal, and then Keller and Stenlund with the assists. So we're now tied at 1 halfway through the second period. And it seems we have another goal here. Kesselring with the puck, and that is a goal. Was that a self-goal? Adam Lowry gets credit for the goal, but I believe I saw the puck go off Kesselring. I'm not sure if he put it in himself, but nonetheless, that is a goal for Winnipeg. And they have a 2-1 lead over Utah as we head into the third period. And that is a slashing penalty for Cole Perfetti of Winnipeg. So Utah on the power play, but they were not able to convert. And that will be the game as Winnipeg takes it by a score of 2-1. Shots were 24-27 in favor of Utah. 3 stars of the game are Connor, Stenlund, and Scheifele. All right, here we go. Time for game number 3 between Utah and Winnipeg. The series currently tied at 1. Here we go. Halfway through the first period, nothing doing, but there's an injury for Barrett Hayton, a major injury for Utah. He has a fractured finger. He is probably, I would imagine, could be out for the rest of the series. And we're heading in the second period, still tied at 0, but Winnipeg has a 27-second power play to begin the period. And there's a holding penalty on Cole Perfetti. Utah on the power play now. Oh, it seems we have a goal. Vejmelka with the save. Scheifele wins the faceoff, and that's Winnipeg with the goal. Kyle Connor with his second of the playoffs from Scheifele, and Sandberg gives Winnipeg the 1-0 lead. And that will be it for the second period. We are heading to the third with Winnipeg up by 1. Oh, we have another goal. And will it be the Utah Mammoth? Yes, indeed it will. Logan Cooley with his first goal of the playoffs from Kerfoot and Carconi to make it a 1-1 game. Oh, we have another one here. It seems it's going to be Winnipeg, yes indeed, as Rasmus Kupari with his first of the playoffs from Appleton and Fleury gives Winnipeg the 2-1 lead. And here's another one, it seems. And Carconi gets that one, as Utah and Winnipeg are now tied at 2. Late in the third period here, and are we going to overtime? Yes indeed we are. Who is it going to be? It seems we have the goal. We have the goal. and it will be the Winnipeg Jets who score. Kyle Connor with his third of the playoffs makes it a 3-2 win for Winnipeg, and Winnipeg is up 2-1 in the series. Shots are 35-28 in favor of Utah. 3 stars of the game are Connor, Carcone, and Scheifele. All right, here we go. Game number 4 between Utah and Winnipeg now underway. And we have a goal early in the first period. Who's it going to be? It is going to be the Utah Mammoth with a goal, and that will be a goal for, who is it? Logan Cooley from Carcone and Sergachev to put Utah up 1-0 in the game. And we have another one. And it will be Utah with another. And that is a 2-0 lead for the Utah Mammoth as Lawson Crouse with his first goal of the playoffs from O'Brien and Kesselring. And another goal here in the first period as Utah now has a 3-0 lead with the goal by Zadorov, his first of the playoffs from Schmaltz and Dursey. And that is a comfortable 3-0 lead for Utah heading into the second period. And as a scoreless second period, we are heading into the third with Utah up by 3. And here's another goal. And it seems it will be for Utah as they are now up 4-0. Andrew Agassino with the goal from Carcone and Kerfoot. And here we have another one. And it seems this one's going to be for Winnipeg. Yes, indeed. It is now 4-1 as the goal by Ehlers from Connor and Scheifele. And we still have plenty of time to go in the third, but it's still a mountain to climb for Winnipeg. So we'll see if they can do something here, but it's not looking likely as we now only have 1 minute 25 remaining in the period, and Utah should have this one, but maybe one more goal here. Yes, indeed. Winnipeg gets one with 11 seconds left as Josh Morrissey unassisted makes it 4-2, but it's not going to be enough as Utah wins this one. A score of 4-2. Shots are 40-25 in favor of Winnipeg. 3 stars of the game are Sergachev, Morrissey, and Vejmelka with a .950 save percentage, and we are now tied at 2 in the series. All right, here we go. Key game number 5 between Utah and Winnipeg underway. Oh, it seems we have a goal right off the bat, and that is going to be a goal for Winnipeg. It seems Mark Scheifele will have the goal. Yes, indeed. That's his second of the playoffs, and Winnipeg on the first shot of the game is up 1-0. Seems we have another one here, and it will be for Winnipeg as Adam Lowry gets his second of the playoffs from Morrissey and Perfetti to make it 2-0 Winnipeg. And we are only halfway through the first as we have another one, and it's going to be Winnipeg for the third goal of the game. And we're only in the first period as Kyle Connor from Scheifele and Stanley. And it's not looking good for Utah here. So they need to get something going here in this second period. It seems we have a goal. Who's it going to be? It looks like it's going to be Winnipeg. Yes, indeed. It is now 4-0. Brendan Tanev with a goal from Sandberg and DeMello as we are late in the second period, and Utah still has yet to answer. All right, third period time. Winnipeg up by 4. And it looks like we have another one. And it's going to be Winnipeg with their 5th goal of the game. And that is Nemestikov's first goal of the playoffs from Tanev and Shen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's over, at least for this game. Winnipeg wins 5-0, and they are now up 3-2 in the series. Shots are 22-21 in favor of Winnipeg. 3 stars of the game are Tanev, Scheifele, and Morrissey. All right, here we go. Headed into game number 6 between the Winnipeg Jets and the Utah Mammoth. We're going to see if Utah can make this a 7-game series or if Winnipeg will take it in 6. So here we go. We're on home ice for Utah, so let's see if Drew's team is able to stay in playoff contention here. Here we go. And it looks like we have a goal right off the bat. That is going to be for the Utah Mammoth. And Jack McBain gets the goal from Carcone and O'Brien. And Utah is up 1-0. And it seems we have another one here. And it will be for the Utah Mammoth. They're up 2-0. Jack McBain with his second of the game from Sergachev and Carcone. And that'll be it for the first. All right, here we go. Second period time. And it seems we have a goal here. Will it be Utah? Yes, indeed. And Utah now has a 3-0 lead as Logan Cooley with his third of the playoffs from Crouse and Stenland gives Utah a 3-0 lead. And it seems we have another one here. This time for the Winnipeg Jets, it seems. Yes, indeed. As they make it 3-1 with the goal by DeMello from Sandberg and Perfetti to cut the lead to 2. We have another one here. Going back the other way. And Utah gets one in the net to make it another 3-goal lead as Nick DeSimone with the goal from Liam O'Brien and Michael Carcone as we are halfway through the game and Utah has a comfortable lead. Oh, we have another one. And it'll be for Winnipeg this time as Logan Stanley with the goal from Scheifele and Ehlers makes it a 2-goal deficit once again. And we are now heading into the third period, Utah up by 2. Are we headed to a game 7? And is this going to be a goal? Yes, indeed. And it's a long one from Utah as they are now up 5-2. Dylan Gunther with his first of the playoffs from Maselli and Dursey. And it seems we have another one back-to-back here, as that is a goal for Jack McBain from O'Brien and Carconi to make a 6-2 Utah lead. And they should have this one in the bag, as we have another goal right here. And there it is. Logan Cooley with his fourth of playoffs from DeSimone at Stenland. And it is now 7-2 Utah. And it seems we are headed to a game 7. Yes, indeed. Shots at 33-19 in favor of Utah. 3 stars of the game are McBain, Carconi, and DeSimone. All right, here we go. Game 7 between Utah and Winnipeg. Winner advances to the second round. We're underway. And we have a goal right off the bat. That's going to be a goal for Winnipeg, as Appleton with a goal from Nemesnikov and Pionk puts Winnipeg up 1-0. And we have another one. Shifley to Connor, and that is a goal for Winnipeg once again. Connor with the goal from Velarde and Shifley to make it 2-0 Winnipeg. And that'll be it for the first. We're heading into the second period with Winnipeg up 2-0 over Utah. And that was an eventless second period as we are heading into the third with Winnipeg still up 2-0. Seems we have a goal here. Velarde with the puck, and that is in the net. 3-0 Winnipeg as Velarde gets the goal from Ehlers and Pionk. And it seems like Utah has a mountain to climb here. 5 minutes remaining, and we have another goal. Is this going to be a Utah goal? Yes, indeed. That is their first of the game, as Krause with a goal from Stenland, and Mata is now 3-1. It's still possible, technically. Crazier things have happened in the NHL, but they need to get another quick one here. It seems we may actually have another quick one. Yes, indeed, we do. As Utah with the goal is now 3-2. Clayton Keller with the goal from Dursey and Sergachev. All right. I mean, anything could happen. Wait a minute. Do we have another goal? Yes, we do. We have another goal, but it's going to be for Winnipeg. As Perfetti with the goal to make it 4-2 from Velarde and Lowry with 1:37 remaining. And that looks like it'll be it, besides an empty netter right here for Winnipeg, which will seal the deal from Perfetti to make it 5-2 with 5 seconds left. And that is all she wrote for this series. And Winnipeg moves on. And with that, there are no more human teams in these playoffs. Shots at 30-25 in favor of Utah. 3 stars of the game are Velarde, Pionk, and Perfetti. So good effort by Utah. It was good effort towards the end, but clearly not enough to get past the Winnipeg Jets. So before we end things off, let's check out the stats for the playoffs for Utah. You have Carconi with 10 points. He was good. Stenland with 5. Then Cooley, Schmaltz, Dursey, O'Brien, and Sergachev with 4. McBain and Krause with 3. DeSimone, Keller, Mata, and Kerfa only with 2. Then you have Hayton, Agostino, Zadorov, Gunther, Kesselring, and Maselli only with 1. I'm surprised about Gunther and Keller in particular only having 2 and 1 points respectively. And then in goal, you have an .895 save percentage for Vejmelka. So once again, good effort from Utah, but clearly not enough. And so I think with all that being done, one thing's off here, but not before I thank the channel members. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one when we start the offseason heading into year number 2.